attention, calling all track and field fans. Get ready for Saturday, April the 19th. Save the date, save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Get ready for a full day of track and field excellence as the Board of Governors of the Next Gen Event Inc. presents the inaugural Next Gen New York Invitational Relays Event 2025, the high school version, from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. inside the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Sponsors and partners are welcome, but make sure you get your entries in before March 31st. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can also email shawnoclaf@gmail.com. Track and field fans, don't miss it.
Yes, track and field fans, make sure you join this inaugural event, Next Gen. Remember, save the date, April 19th. This is a high school track and field event. Just give you an overview of that event, that this is a brand new event scheduled to hold at Memorial Stadium in Mount Vernon. This event, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a good night first of all, my field fan friend. This event will be the first high school event in New York City itself. Yes, New York's the first event for high school relays. It's an invitation relays. So we're inviting all local schools from the tri-state area, upward Westchester, and we're planning to invite the high schools from Jamaica as well to be a part of this new invitation relays meet. It's promised to be a very exciting event. Very exciting event. It's going to be exciting. It will be the first event in New York. We will have the Jamaica high school versus the local high schools here in relays. So please stay tuned for more information on the Next Gen Invitation Relays 2025, scheduled for Saturday, April the 19th. Saturday, April the 19th. So that week is the week before Pens, but Saturday, April the 19th, remember, is New York Next Gen Invitation Relays. Time, we're going to start from 8:30 to 6:30 p.m. Next week, I give more information on the Next Gen Invitation Relays. Yes, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be brand new. So please spread the word and save the date. All right, April the 19th. All right, invitation high school event. Okay. Just want to wish you all, I hope you have been having a productive week. And I also want to say thank you all for joining me again, once again, on My Perspective. Yeah, I'm Sean Falcon, your host, and as usual, I'm here to give insightful and hopefully and solid information on current events and past events that's taking place now around the world. And I went, if anything around the world interests me, I talk about it. But I'm most like, I say my concentration is Jamaica and USA. Yeah, because there's so much things in the world to talk about. And it's hard to really dissect everything. So I'm just trying to create my own niche. But if there's something of importance, I will always talk about it. So let me talk about a couple of things that are coming on next week, Wednesday. Yes, next week, Wednesday, I'll be having the Jacoba, Jamaica Old Boy Association of New York President Dwight Geddes on the show. He'll be on the show speaking about his plans for the organization for 2025 and beyond, and give his own ideas on how he's going to galvanize the membership. Yes, Jacoby New York is not an easy chapter to angle because there's so many moving parts and so many challenges. So next week, Wednesday night, we should have Dwight Geddes, the new president of Jacoby New York, here to give with his thoughts, his own perspectives, and our best to help this chapter keep moving forward in New York. And then also, I should have another guest. His name is Mr. Mark Renaissance, who call himself. He's a prophet, poet, and a philosopher. He's going to be coming on too, on my perspective. So stay tuned for that. And then we're going to have a part 2 of the of Mr. Dennis Chung coming back to conclude Jamaica economic performance and what is planned for 2025. So a lot of interviews coming up, and as usual, I always try to keep that mix. Please feel free to post your comments and your feedback on the show, and just give me your honest opinion on what am I discussing, because then again I'll respond back to your questions. If you have questions, I'll answer them too. From my perspective. But it's all good. So one a good night on my Facebook family and YouTube. I work on YouTube, I don't hear anybody from YouTube better, but Facebook is always making comments, but it's fine. Sometimes things take its time to really manifest itself. But let's go on. Just want to talk about first thing I've noted that this week on Monday, I think yes, they pardoned, yes, Joe Biden on his last rights as a president. He pardoned Marcus Garvey. Yeah, he pardoned him. So he was pardoned by Marcus Garvey. Let me be clear. He was not pardoned is different from exoneration. He was exonerated from his crime. The crimes he committed are still there. But Marcus Garvey was pardoned by Joe Biden, which is the first right step. But a lot of people are saying that it must go beyond pardon. Yes, they're saying it must go beyond pardon. It should go not exoneration. And my thing is that in those days, Marcus Garvey was a philanthropist, a businessman, and a philosopher. His teaching still lives in schools today. His legacy still lives amongst Black people in America and Jamaica, and maybe I put that around the world. And those charges that they brought against him for mail fraud, whatever it is, at that time there was, I could say, discrimination against Black, discrimination against anyone who's trying to be progressive. He was the first person to have a business, a shipping line business. And they charged him for crimes and all that because he was speaking out. He was trying to empower Black people with his teachings, with his ideology that Black people should push themselves to be better persons and better people. And somehow they said that he was doing some fraud thing, and then they charged him, bring him before the court, and found him guilty. Yes, they found him guilty. So, a couple persons mentioned, I would say, the gentleman called Aaron Clear, immigrant advocate in the U.S., in New York here. He's saying that exoneration is the next step. And then there's one suggestion by my favorite brother Mark Renaissance. He's saying that try him in Jamaica and maybe get exonerated. I don't know about that, because the jurisdiction that he was found guilty in was in the United States of America. But apart from the exoneration is the next right step to take. But once again, do the government or the president or anybody in this country is willing to make that step to right the injustice against Marcus Garvey? Well, if you follow the case, you can see there was not much case, but because at the time they found him guilty of mail fraud, whatever the wire for, whatever they call it, and he served his time in prison. So I'm happy he was part of Marcus Garvey. His teachings still linger. A lot of persons still love his teachings, still read his lecture, his literature, and they follow his teachings. You see, there comes a time in history when there are persons who are futuristic thinkers. I mean, they think futuristic, they talk a language way ahead of everybody. And Marcus Garvey was one of those persons who saw what black people were going through and what was his thought about how black people should approach life. He encouraged empowerment. He encouraged entrepreneurship for black people in those days. When the country was ruled by whites, people who believed that they owned the earth, that no one else should have wealth but them alone. Especially a black man like Marcus Garvey, who had his own business and who was out there preaching and teaching the black people to empower themselves, to get their own wealth. So I know and we know that those days, those dark days, those I call them prehistoric days, black people weren't allowed to express themselves freely, empower them knowledge, and get that purpose in life. But Marcus Garvey teaching was of futurist thinking for black people, to get them moving forward, to get them thinking about themselves, to get them empowering themselves to have their own wealth. But he was denied. And I would say by white people, because they had the power and they felt he was a threat to them because he was getting in attraction with his teachings. So, I mean, I hope that one day I get someone from the Marcus Garvey Foundation here who has the historical data, come on the program and give an oversight of Marcus Garvey real teachings here in the USA and what it meant to black people when he was alive and doing his teachings and spreading his words of empowerment to black people. And I say the black people, all lives, black people, no matter where in the world you are, black people life always is a struggle. Yes, I say we don't know politics. Black people lives are always a struggle. I can talk about Spanish, I can talk about other people race who have been through many struggles. But all black, color of our skin has always been a suppression or oppression to black people in life. That's why I am at my age right now. I'm not going to be afraid to speak my mind. I'm not going to spray. I want to speak my mind and speaking truth to power. I'm not going to follow this misinformation. I'm going to go with facts. And if I have use some very colorful words to express myself, I will. I have no problem at this age. You know, my own thinking at this stage is that, listen, I have done my time. I need to make sure I speak truth to power. I have become a defender of people who are vulnerable. I have become a protective species. Yes, very protective. Family, I protect your family and protect your friends who don't have knowledge, but who have been exploited by. Don't get twisted, we exploited by our own black people too, because some of them believe that they are white. Or some of them believe that they can buy party. But the reality situation, everyone is born equal on the God's eye. Everyone has a voice. Everyone has a voice to speak freely, expressing themselves. Because we were all born free. When we were born, doctors first, and doctor make sure you're alive, them touch you on your bottom, tap, and make you scream and cry. And that was your first words when you cry, scream out to make sure you were alive. So why mankind want to change the philosophy and try to control our minds and try to control our voice? Yes, there are decorums and things that we must be able to follow by and when a way to speak. But speaking the truth must never be an option. And I talk about information, misinformation. There's another program about misinformation. So we must be able to speak truth to power. Like Marcus Garvey and his teachings were trying to uplift our black people. And that's a challenge. Black people try uplifting each other. And what we are facing now with this new president and the moving this new president, Donald Trump, oh boy, he has taken office again. Yep. And he has started to put out, all he has first. Let me read. He has pardoned the rioters with executive orders. He has over 1,500 executive orders to sign or more. That's what they're saying. The first one, he has pardoned his friends, his rioters, who crushed police heads and beat police and attacked the police in Washington, D.C. He pardoned. Over 1,500 of them he pardoned. Yes, he did that. He did that. And my thing is that he did it because he felt, because of him reasoning, he felt that there was misjustice against those people. And to make matters worse, you see the Proud Boys coming out again. You see the conspirator who got 18 years, he's free, he's at the White House. What's that the White House turn into? One big ghetto splash. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The White House has turned to one big ghetto splash with thugs and good people mixed up there. Yes. But the one thing for sure, although the 1,500 have been pardoned, them still are convicted criminals. That's a fact that will be on their records. But as you see, Donald Trump has started with his madness already. So he come on with his pardons. Then he moved to executive orders. And one of them is trying to stop the birthright system. He has given an executive order for Monday to stop the birthright system. How can this man? And think about that birthright citizen. It is a part of the Constitution. It's a part of the 14th Amendment. And if people don't understand what is the birthright citizen, is that if I should come from if I carry my wife from Jamaica who is pregnant, which a lot of people do, come to America and have a baby here. From once the baby is born here, it is automatically an American citizen. But what Donald Trump is saying, you come from Jamaica, have a baby here, no. You have a child here, no. He doesn't see. He's going to be Jamaican. Go Wakaya. But the reality, over 21 states has filed against that already. And the 14th Amendment is what is in law. So therefore, that's one I'm sure we will shut down. That exile will be shut down. And I will live with that. There's nothing he can do. Although he can try to get Republicans to try to change the Constitution, but I don't think that is ingrained in the Constitution. And there's a lot of things. And the next one, he has brought over, he's going to send 1,500 soldiers at the border, crack down on immigration, migration to the USA. He has canceled already appointments that people who were seeking asylum. He has shut down that app right away. No more appointments will be honored. Even the people that pay the money, no more appointments will be honored. He has also canceled flights from Afghanistan with refugees who were giving assurance that they should come in because their lives were in danger due to the work that they were doing working with the American soldiers at that time. He has shut down those planes. So Donald Trump is acting as Donald Trump. But one thing I know, the people of America has voted in him. So as I learn in politics, is always good and bad. But the consequences will be very detrimental to whenever you make these bad decisions. And so, my brothers and sisters who are in the US, we just have to brace, stay focused on ourselves and our family, keep working hard, try to save some money. If you want to buy a house somewhere out of America, so may be it. Because the reality situation in the next 4 years will be a roller coaster. A roller coaster. And, with this president, it's going to be a lot of things that's going to be happening. A lot of things will be happening. So we have to make sure we stay strong. Yes, people in America, stay strong. If there are issues, let the courts deal with it. Because I know for sure there are going to be many battles, many things in the courts. One school of thought come to me is that, he giving these people pardon, maybe they are going to go back out and recalibrate them as the people. Because I believe that the way he's obsessed with power, he might not want to leave the presidency when his term is completed. He might want to extend it for another term. Yeah, you might want to extend another term. And that's where another battle comes in. Because you can only serve for 2 terms. 2 terms. But knowing him as the president, he might want to serve 3 terms, 4 terms. Yeah. Because he's so obsessed with the power of leading a country and being that he'll make America great. Well, America will be great again, but not under him. Because so far he has withdrawn from WHO. He has withdrawn from the climate treaty agreement. And I know that there are going to be more things he was trying to do to show his dominance. But I believe that the world right now is well prepared for his presidency. And I see that the WHO has withdrawn. It's fine. There's no comment so far from them. He has withdrawn from the climate treaty, and there was no comment from the countries because they know that's what he's going to do. So those countries have not prepared for the USA absence in those things. And one of the things that is going to be interesting is that can he garner the respect and support from other world leaders? Because he believes that America alone can do everything, and that's unfortunately it's a myth that is totally wrong. So we wait and see for more actions and his decision makings going south, not north. Yeah. So let us wait and see what Donald Trump going to do. Last thing I want to talk about Donald Trump, is all about where he send off some federal employees on administratively the section. This department sends them federally. You say my thing is that it's quite clear that he wants only loyalists to be working within with this second term as president. He don't want no one who's going to go against him or who's going to fight against him. So all his loyalists behind him are going through these departments, clearing out the persons who are not going to be loyal to him. But they have a story. They go have a story. And the quiet story is it's only 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. It won't be for life. Only 4 years we can take on a toleration of the BS that Donald Trump and the far right Republicans will be doing. 4 years. And I ever say this, America will survive through it again. So let it continue. Let it do what they want to do. But when the economy is not going south, only going north, then I'm fine with it. The people who have voted for Donald Trump, let them suffer the consequences. No one can cry because November 5th, they had the opportunity to do the right thing. But they decided to give back Donald Trump, not a vote, then I run. So it's going to be fun. Moving on, I just want to talk about the fire. The fire in LA, yeah. There's still a lot of burning taking place. A lot of burning taking place in LA. A lot of houses still lost. There's over 10,000 more. A lot of acres of land in ashes, I should say. And, I see with the Red Cross and people have been donating. I made my donation. I hope that you will too. To help these people to recover. Because trust me, it's not an easy road when people lose their property, their life. That's their life, their homes. When they have lost everything. And there's nothing they will be able to go back to or see. All they can see when you go back to that spot is ashes. Ashes upon ashes. Nothing to start back right away. And my Facebook family, it's very hard-rending for me personally because I can understand when you lost everything and you start over. And I can tell you, I in my childhood years, my home was almost burnt down. When the gasoline exploded in the kitchen. Yeah, gasoline exploded in the kitchen. My pops carried me out. But what I say was that, in Jamaica, there's this concrete structure built, framing this concrete structure. And so what happened is that the fire was able to contain, and that threw me on the chair called fire and all that. But we had to start over with that fire. Yes, we had to start over with that fire. And that's just the reality. The kitchen was in total devastating. So we had to rebuild. And that is what happens, when people have to start over. It's not easy. So my prayers are with the people in LA who have lost, in the LA county who have lost their homes, and they have to go on a rebuilding process. And let's hope that the federal government will respond and provide the people with temporary shelters and provide them with homes until they can rebuild their homes. I really hope that they will change the structure of building down there instead of using wood most of, but use concrete to build the frame of the building. If they want to go up partial board, then fine, but build the frame of the building. Because trust me, LA has a long dry spell down there, a lot of long dry spell. So fire can start anytime down there. And the history prove it. But that's it for LA. We're going to continue praying for them and hope that they will get better and things will work out for them. So let's move on to what time? 9 o'clock. Let me take a quick commercial break and I will be back to talk about Jamaica. So in the meantime, enjoy this commercial once again from the Board of Governors for Next Generation.
Calling all track and field fans. Get ready for Saturday, April the 19th. Save the date, save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Get ready for a full day of track and field excellence as the Board of Governors of the Next Gen Event Inc. presents the inaugural Next Gen New York Invitational Relays Event 2025, the high school version, from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. inside the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Sponsors and partners are welcome, but make sure you get your entries in before March 31st. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can also email shawnoclaf@gmail.com. Track and field fans, don't miss it.
Yes, welcome back. I hope you guys will support this event, especially my New York crew. Please remember, save the date. Save the date again, April 19th, 2025. Track and field event, high school version, invitation relays. It's going to be fun. Planning stage is very tedious. But we're working through it as a team. Yes, yours truly is a part of the team, and we're working through it. Hopefully, we can make this event a successful first year event. Although I said first year never really successful, but you get more important until we start. And hopefully, going for every year, this will be a part of it. So if you know anybody who would like to sponsor this event, please reach out to me. Put in a chat group. Yeah. Please leave your comments. It's all good. I always love to, love comments and hear your feedback. And it's good to know that, But let us continue. Let's talk about Jamaica now. I mean, this is what I would say about my Jamaican lawmakers and they're making laws in Jamaica. Quite frankly, they suck at making laws. Yeah, and I'll be frank. And then when they make these laws, it comes back to create pair of our problems, nightmares for the persons who are being scrutinized or who are investigated. And I'm going to talk about the Integrity Commission Act of 2017. And this is the act that the present government, they're the ones who signed off on it, approved it, and amendments were submitted. My thing is this. Jamaica lawmakers don't take their time to go through and make sensible and practical laws. I understand there is perception about corruption. I understand that they have to hold people accountable for their actions. I understand there should be some form of penalty or fine or jail time for any form of misleading or corrupt practice in Jamaica. But what I don't like is that when the law is left up to basically speculations and public judge and jury, the person involved, their reputation now is being affected. Because once again, this is what Jamaican people think. Once there's a perception about you, yeah, it's like everything is saying, yes, that's what you are. That, in a sense, from my perspective, is totally wrong. So, the Integration Act 2017, I want to talk about one point where Delroy Chuck, the Minister of Justice, advised some of the parliamentarians, maybe on his party watch, that they should not give their spouse, shouldn't talking about their spouse salary, they should not give them spouse information. Or the spouse should not give them if they don't feel like. So this is what happened. So Chuck talk about those things. But the reality is it is in the Integrity Act of 2017 that the Integrity Commission can ask for your spouse salary information. Now, my thing is that this legislation or act part is so flawed that you cannot ask for a spouse information. What it actually have said is stick to the person who you are investigating, which is the parliamentarian, the Senate, where are the public public servant who's working. That is where it should lay its work on, not on the party spouse or children. The children have nothing to do with it. The spouse have nothing to do with the person, the public servant who is making all his declaration of his assets. So my thing is this: when the truck is complaining about that, you should understand that the Integrity Commission Act allows the Integrity Commission to ask these questions. And this is what happened to our lawmakers. They don't sit down and go through properly the laws of the land. They don't go through. In the small committee come together, boom, and pass a lot, and it goes back over. But they don't understand that there's certain things that they must take in place. A simple act like this should only focus on what? The public office, the parliamentary Senate only, the individuals. They should not extend to family members, spouse and children. No. Person in question should be only the person who is in public office, who is providing and serves the public office. No one else should be investigated or being interrogated about their salary. And that's just a reality. Only way that the Interior Commission can ask about their spouse or their children, unless that person who's been questioned has declared in total their family wages and the daughter. That's if they declare it. The Interior Commission should come and ask about what's his spouse salary. They need that. Or your children say, no, that's not their business. I am the one who's been in, I'm the one you should be talking to only about my declaration of assets. It's a simple. It's a simple thing. And these are what happened to Jamaican lawmakers. They want to stamp on corruption, but they don't go about thinking about other people who they're bringing in. Your family should be left out of anything the IC want, unless I, who's under investigation or under scrutiny, I've declared everything in my report about my family. That's the only way. So my thing is this with the lawmakers in Jamaica: they make bad laws, very bad laws. They have not go through to consider certain things. They continue to ignore the respect of privacy of individual citizens of Jamaica. If I'm a parliamentarian, you want to know my assets. That's what you need to know. You don't need to know my wife's assets. Because she's not a parliamentarian or she's working in public office. That's the point I'm trying to get across. And last thing is that our parliamentarians are making bad laws, and they keep failing the Jamaican society and creating havoc. Yeah, they create havoc. Much other havoc. Another havoc they created. And that's why there's so much disingenuous in society, public court opinion, and people's reputation are put on the line. That's just a fact. Otherwise, tell me. Just tell me. Moving on. The boy tell time run so fast. I see where the government tooting on about road projects and repairs. And yeah, it's good. It's good that they're doing a lot of work, but I saw on TV, on YouTube, nationwide, give them credit for that. Yeah, nationwide, yeah, they're nationwide, no, nationwide. Jamaica Observer online. They have a YouTube video where you see tax operators demonstrating a Spanish Town Road. And that they were demonstrating right at the corner right there at Devontown Police Station. Down the road them up Table High School, around the corner them up Devontown High School, and a primary school on there. And right that and that constituency is Desmond Mackenzie. I know you right there, son. You have Edward Seaga School, whatever they call it, primary school. And that's what we keep on complaining about the and you show the video that the road is full of craters. And I'm going to call it Desmond, the MP down there. I'm sorry, but I want to say this. It seems that when there is any party, as you say, when they're in power, it seems that the people are forgotten in those constituencies that they need good roads, they need water, yeah, they need proper lighting, they need the build, they need upkeep with them building and all that. You see that those people have been forgotten because it's quite clear that they're going to vote one way, now vote another way. But the question is why Desmond Mackenzie, the MP, don't try to fix the road? Because Spanish Town Road, and other people don't know, is one of the main thoroughfares in Jamaica. That stretch of road from straight across from Mandela, come straight down to downtown, right downtown, and going to Coronation is one of the major thoroughfares in Jamaica. That link a lot of things down there. And so, when the government told about in roads in all these constituencies and on the patrol, why not down there? Why not there first? And then when Mackenzie as MP for down there, yeah, you know, local government, you have to make sure to take care of people and not take care of the road down there, so because the major road. Right from me, come from me, Century, right back to Maxfield, right back to Mandela Highway. I mean, that's a, you know, Desmond Mackenzie, MP for the area. I'm going to tell you this. Third Dexter, but I'm going to tell you, Desmond Mackenzie, I feel the people at Tivoli. Because people at Tivoli deserve better representation. I'm not going to come Edwards there. They need roads. They need the buildings to be painted. My thing is, Tivoli has went through a lot. The whole area needs upliftment. What is Desmond Mackenzie doing? But I understand what you're saying. That's about the funding for saying no. They have the REACH program, not the Spark program. We've reached one a long time. Then the whole place now road already Dexter. Come on. The man was saying part the Christian pick them first. Desmond Mackenzie, a local government and Devontown and the road expansion is bad. And you got broker talking about fixing up Arthurwin Drive. Fixing up building a new road to University of West Indies. When the people don't know Tivoli, Maxi, Jungle, what they don't need good road to? And them people that always travel the roads day in, day out. Why they always have to be left behind? Because the loyalty to PNP and JLP. Tell me, why? It just does not make sense. I'm sorry. They would have been shut up 200 times. Yeah, I hear it, Spark. Yeah, I understand that Dexter Spark is not started yet, but the REACH program is started already. We saw the MP that post up videos so that they might do these what happened to people in them town and them people about Maxi? What happened to them? I live on Walton Park Road. From now, and that road has never been repaired. That pothole straight. A lot of pothole right down to connect to Spanish Town Road and back to Spanish Town to Coronation Market. What? To get the people that not live, now want good road to, because I'm going to vote one way. I tell you, our politicians, they keep saying this. Our politicians are our own curse. Yeah. If someone can tell me what Desmond McKenzie has done with the people, the last thing was him put up a new housing scheme down. What have they done for the people down there? How are they impacted from any Siaga Park? What? A shoot up wall with 700 bullets to it. You want some good? Build a memorial down there. Build a memorial of the place. Build the buildings. Do the roads. Do something for the people down there. And this is what happened to our politics. They get up people them always get left behind because they live a place where they call it garrison. You know, and I'm sorry to be venting, but it's just too much discrimination against the lower class of people in Jamaica. I want to go there and demonstrate and start look against Dennis McKenzie. You see wrong going to have him tail and man. Treat everyone with equity. That's all I'm saying. The people on the one road, NWC has fixed patch road a long time. But because of Tivoli, Maxfield, Jungle, and you know, he talks about these connecting roads that are going to be done by South Camp Road for development and all that thing. Listen, Dexter, you and I know that stretch from start to then to right so there are Maple Century in between. There are a lot of lands left and right which can be useful to build cheap housing solution. Yeah, there are a lot of lands on there. Why not go and use those lands? What are they afraid of? Why if they want to garage and people take them over? No, yeah, we think. You can't build gated community down there. You can't build green environment community, you know. These are what we call transformation things. You build high-rise apartments down there. Transformation of the jungle, the Tivoli, all those areas. Transformation can take place here too. You don't upturn alone, transformation can take place. Anyway, I don't really want to elaborate anymore. But I saw the YouTuber at the company, you know, and that's what it is. Sing a tune, but do right to some of the people them too. Everybody will get touched. Yeah, then McKenzie need to go down and represent the people them. Yeah, I want to sound the next time. Yeah, boy, you see, that's a mindset of the people. If you don't come from there, you can live down there, Dexter. You are the man from uptown. You can go. I, the man from Migo Waltham, can go and live because it's not up. If people like ourselves take the risk and live, you can change the mindset. You can bring a different mind thinking to the people there. Who want to have not crime? We not crime. But at least you can protect your property. You can at least own something. And that's just a reality. And we have people, the mindset is what can bring changes. I can give you an example. Harlem was, gangster, thugs, jugs, everything. But what happened? With all those, you always call the brownstone, people started buying them out. And there was gentrification take place in those communities. I know you can't buy a house in Harlem no more. The price of the house, I would talk about 1 million and popping them more. A lot of people culture has changed. So my thing is this Dexcon and people, you must be able to start somewhere, try to make a cultural change. build houses, build apartment solutions in those areas. Use the land. Use the land area. That's all I'm saying. Moving on, I see where the health minister he had a job fair today. And my thing is that they talk about, over 600 jobs available in the health sector. And then, one political opposition say it's a PR. So, listen, it's the first time you say, from I know myself, I'm not being political right now, that you can have a job fair for health workers. But what I need to see Tufton do is talk about compassion care in health service. He needs to hire more staff to help with compassion care. And when I say staff company, we're talking about people who they operate, they call them home health care persons or CNA, certified nursing assistant, right? Those persons will go into the hospital, maybe to a contract or whatever, hire people, get training, and they know to go and give patients a daily bath, clean their bed linen, clean their area. You understand? I provide assistance to the nurses who take care of these patients. That's really what compassion care is about. So basically, you have the doctor, nurses, you have the RN, you have the LPN working with the doctors, but you have the CNA working with the doctors to take care of the patient needs, which is cleaning them, giving them nice bath, make sure they're taken care of. You understand me? That's real care of a patient, one patient. It's all good when they do all these 600 job applications. It's fine, beautiful. It goes to show that the health sector is improving. They're putting out new jobs and all that. And that's good. But what I don't like is that when politicians take cheap shots at each other because of what they're trying to do, it just sends me, it just brings back a bell of that. That's where Jamaica lack progression, progressive thinking, vision. There's no vision. There's no togetherness. I know the opposition want to do things, but certain things you have to give praise. I say, good thing, doctor. I'm going to call it a weird name there. But if something like this, a major job fair, and to be honest, I've been seeing the job fairs in Jamaica now. I never said it before. My time was job fair when Dexter should know. Dexter, you should know when we leave high school, we have a job fair for attend. But their job fair even before these kids leave high school now. It's good. So at least what I'm saying is that they're creating opportunities for the young people to find a fee early. And I see where they have make some create an MOU with people from Philippines to come and train on people and all that. I bring people here to help us out. I'm from Cuba. We have a good relationship with Cuba. And these are things we need, collaboration. Because the reality is that the market is one, the world is one global market now. We can't go on it no more. All our trained practitioners will believe me, some will believe in some will say, some might come back. But most our practitioners, nurse practitioners, doctors, and all those people will be migrating some because they always look into, some people might say, a better greener pasture for themselves and their family. But I would say medicine or medical is a global market. So I love to see when these things happen. The country is moving in terms of unemployment for the health sector. And I said compassion care is what is needed now. And I think Dr. Christopher Tuspan and the opposition should sit down and maybe discuss how to provide more compassion care. I need to see the opposition more involved in some and talk to the minister. But you know why I'm doing this party in Jamaica? them feel we share idea because guess what, they don't want the music take it over and run it, and the when them come them can't none. Listen, there are a lot of things in life you can make transformation changes if you think it out of the box, because the world is moving at a different pace. There are a lot of things they can research and get more information on. Just a simple fact of that. Moving on, I just want to talk about. I see another video where someone showed me the National Stadium, the damage that was caused from the Vybz Kartel show. The field in bad shape. The track, running track, is in bad shape, and all that. And listen, I'm not against Vybz Kartel show, but my problem with the National Stadium is a treachery. It's where a sporting event is at. And no matter how much money they come, my thing is that there should be no event be kept. Especially like stage show, no event. And once again, it shows that the thinking, the mindset of the people that, yeah, Joe Butcher keep me sure, that Carter keep me sure. But what about the preservation of the stadium until the new stadium is in place? What about the running track? They're supposed to be a meeting in April. I know they go out there when they replace portion of the track, they will relay the grass, water go out the window. And once again, it shows that the Jamaica person in charge of Independence Park, or in Brown, Major General Brown, whatever, he needs expertise. Yeah, he needs expertise because once again, the stadium, especially soccer field, football field, is notorious hard to play in because one, the grass is too tall to create an even bounce on the field, and they're not willing to even try to get help with expertise from outside to get the field at a level playing field, even bounce and all. And then running track, there's no level of protection for the running track. The running track needs to be protected from the sun. It's just too, the exposure of the sun has just burnt out the color of the running track. It needs to be dark blue, no light blue. Yeah, no light blue. Yeah, JC blue, but no light blue. Because the sun has burned out the color. So, yeah, you're right. Zero traffic back in there. Yeah, man. Sometimes the extra zero. But the stadium track needs to be protected. The stadium itself, I know it's going to go on a renovation soon or whatever. Maybe as the government change, government change me that again. But they have to protect this. And I hear me say that Bob the Green said they no promoter got to use other venues down, which makes sense. You can't stadium must be for stadium purposes. And that's just a fact. All right. So that's my thing about National. It looks very atrocious and all that. Just want to close this time. Wow, I got last minute. I just want to say that remember next week I will have Dwight Williams on the program, and then I'll confirm Dennis Chung. I'm waiting for his confirmation date. We'll be early February. We'll get over for early February back on the program to discuss part 2 of the Jamaica economy and its performance. And then I will have a philosopher, a poet, an artist on the program, Mark Renaissance. He will be coming on the program. So the next couple of 3 weeks, I should be having invited guests and all that. So in closing, my brothers and sisters on Facebook, please remember, let's try our wonderful and productive week. And thank you once again for joining me on My Perspective, and I hope you have enjoyed my program. And please leave your comments and all that. Don't forget to leave your comments. And remember, next week, Wednesday night, I will have Dwight Geddes, Jacoba, New York president talking about his plans for the chapter, and I would say what his plan of actions would be. You know, me and I'll take time with do I get it? So remember, save the date, April 19th, Next Gen Invitation Release, Saturday, April 19th. So once again, have a wonderful night, my brothers. See you all next week, Wednesday, for another episode of My Perspective. I'm Sean Falcon, your host. If you're a foreigner, I cool and bitter. Florida gets snow next time. I'm about to tell you, Florida gets snow. 9 inches of snow. Can you tell me? But please stay warm. If you're in Jamaica and the sun hot and everything, make sure you have an AC in a car. We're not talking about light bill and let's have solar will be very expensive. So have a good night. See you all next week, Wednesday, for another episode of My Perspective. Peace out. One love. Good night.
Are you done?
Calling all track and field fans. Get ready for Saturday, April the 19th. Save the date, save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Get ready for a full day of track and field excellence as the Board of Governors of the Next Gen Event Inc. presents the inaugural Next Gen New York Invitational Relays Event 2025. The high school version from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. inside the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Sponsors and partners are welcome, but make sure you get your entries in before March 31st. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can also email shawnoclaf@gmail.com. Track and field fans, don't miss it.